What's happening, weirdos? Today, unfortunately, we're not playing any more golf, okay? At least for now. We're playing Hollow Spire, which is actually a pretty nice and easygoing game from the comments that I read. It's a little clicker game. We're gonna get rid of this block, upgrade our little fellas, and just kind of have a chill video. I mean, listen to the music. It's so calming, so nice, so easygoing. And I think that's what I want to make this video for today. Let me see, power to clicker goes up, so now it only takes 2 hits to get rid of the little squares. Our goal is just to see what's at the bottom of this thing. Venture around, see what's up. Okay, so we have some money. Let's go ahead and get a little auto attack going. Okay, that's not bad. Takes away 2 points. Oh man, these are hard rocks down here. But we're just gonna click around, see where this thing takes us. I saw this and just thought it was an interesting little game, and I figured we haven't played a clicker game at all. And I like watching clicker game videos, but then again, not many people do. So I just get the feeling of like Cookie Clicker. You remember that one? That one was the OG clicking game that everybody was into back in the day. Okay, and I think some people might still be really into Cookie Clicker, but I'm not sure. I did see that we can get like little fellas. I don't know what that means, but we can get like little helpers. Oh, $20 for a miner. We're talking about the ones that get rid of rocks and stuff, like we're doing, not the other one, okay? That we don't buy miners here. We're just gonna hang out. Click away the rocks and get one of these little fellas. Where's he at? There he is. 16? That's not bad. Get to work. Why are you going so slow? Minor damage we can get up. Minor speed we can get up. We're gonna want that minor speed to go up, because daggum. Minor rest? I don't know if we want him to be rested. Are you sure about that? We upped his speed a little bit, so maybe he's gonna do better for us. So far, he's just kind of wobbling around. It's not too bad. I feel like my clicking ain't doing enough. Okay, that's good. Here, you work that side, I'll work this side. I think we can do it pretty quick if you actually move. Get rid of that rest speed. Maybe he'll move a little bit quicker. What are you doing? You're working over there. Get back over there. Not where I'm working, bub. Come on now, you have your own corner. Get to working on your corner. I'm working on mine as hard as I can. Trying to get through these layers. Okay? I saw something pretty horrible today. I just want to hop into this because it's been on my mind. And it happened just today. I'm sure some of you guys might have already seen it. If not, then, hey, now you know. But something detestable happened. Horrible, tragic, and awful. And it makes me sad that they couldn't have just talked it out. Because it's not like he wasn't there debating people. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it happened in Utah. At a university, no less. And I thought Utah was a pretty peaceful place. It's got like all the Mormons up there and stuff. If you wanted to think about it that way. But some Mormons aren't the best people. I recognize that. They're humans too. They're not perfect. But something very awful happened today. And we lost a good, respectable man who I think was very reasonable, rational, but all politics aside, seemed like a good man. And there was no need for the violence that occurred. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Charlie Kirk. He died today because he was shot by someone in the back of like his debate that he had going on. He already answered some questions and everything, and he was getting up to finish a question that someone just asked for him, and boom, took him out right in the neck, and that was horrible. It's not like he was locked away. You definitely could have debated whatever problems you had with him at that moment. It was your moment to go up there and hash out whatever issues you had with him, and I doubt that person even knew really who he was. I don't think any of us knew except for the people who were close to him. I didn't know him personally. No, I'm not that connected or anything, but I have watched some of his videos. He was a good man, at least in my eyes, I thought so. And he seemed like someone who was very serious about what he liked and what he stood for, because he seemed very passionate about what he did. And he loved going around and talking to young folks and going to college campuses, and I've seen a lot of people support him and a lot of people hate him, which is horrible to say, but everybody doesn't like everybody, okay? There are some people that just get on your nerves, but that doesn't mean you have to do something that horrible. And no matter how much you dislike someone, never take it to that level. It's not worth it. You just took him away from 2 very young children. He had 2 beautiful children who no longer have a father, and a wife who may not know how to take care of those kids anymore. They lost someone very dear to them. And I'm not talking about politics, nothing like that. I want to stay away from that. I'm talking about human to human. We lost someone who I think was respectable, a good man, a godly man, who spread the good word and the truth, who backed up his stuff with evidence and was willing to take criticism. I've seen videos of him encouraging people to look up what he was saying as they were debating. Everybody gets frustrated whenever you're proven wrong, of course. I do too. I'm no exception. I'm flawed as well. But there's no need to take it to that level. I just felt like I needed to say something, because I see violence more and more every day. And it's just sad, disheartening, and horrible to see people go after one another whenever we're all just people. We're all just doing our best to survive. We're all just trying to steer each other in the right direction. Well, some people are trying to steer you the wrong direction and lead you astray, but that's why you make sure that you have the evidence to back up your claims. Make sure that you do your due diligence and actually know what you're talking about and know what people are trying to convince you to do. Don't be afraid to question. Always have a rational outlook on things, and make sure that you know that what you're saying is true and what you stand for is true. And I have the evidence to back it up, back up your word and everything. And I think Charlie Kirk had the evidence, and he was willing to change his mind, or at least be reasonable. I know there are some bad debates out there where people can get frustrated and angry, and then obviously not get the answer that they wanted to hear, or he might be stubborn on some parts of his politics and all that, but we're all human. We all have those things that we just hold on to dearly and that we just don't really budge on, but that's our flaw, okay? It wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. The only perfect man that has ever existed is Jesus, and he died for our sins, and I think we're sinning again. It's pretty bad, but all that aside, I'm surprised we've gotten this far down. We've gotten to 15 levels already. If you haven't even been paying attention, or if you've clicked off, I hope you haven't clicked off, because I just feel like we should all be more compassionate towards one another. Love more instead of hate, okay? There's more and more hate happening every day, and I don't think that's something we should spread. We should probably get rid of it. We should love each other instead of hating one another. Okay? We may have our different opinions and we may be different than one another, but that doesn't mean that we're not human. Okay? Every single one of us is human. Every single one of us is flawed. There is no need to hold in so much rage and hate that you go out and do something like that to someone that you don't even know personally. I doubt that that person who unfortunately shot Charlie and Mr. Kirk knew him personally, on a personal level, actually knew who he was. But his wife did, and his children did, and his family did. That's disgusting. that he took them away from them. And whoever shot him just completely disregarded that that was a possibility and that that would happen, and disregarded that he maybe was special to people, because everybody's special to someone. Even if you don't think you are, someone's thinking about you. And if they're not, let me know down in the bottom and I'll think about you, okay? I would like us all to pray for him and his family, okay? Make sure that his family's doing alright. But obviously, I'm not pushing anybody to do anything. I'm just saying that we should have them in our hearts. Wish the best for them, because this is a very hard time for everyone, not just them, but especially them for right now. Okay? We all need to just change our ways, just a little bit. Be less hateful, be more loving, be more caring towards one another, because it was awful. This whole thing is detestable, gross, evil. Okay? No need to hold in that hate. Let it go. You don't even know them. Okay? You don't... Think about someone that you don't like. Do you really... How long did it take you to just decide that you didn't like that person? I bet it wasn't very long. I've been fault to this. I'll talk to someone for maybe 3 minutes and be like, I don't really care for this person. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to go around and start spreading rumors that they're an awful person, or going around and slandering his name or whoever it is and just being ugly towards him. No, they just think differently than me. They just have a different opinion than me. It doesn't make them any less human than me. They have their flaws, I have my flaws. Not everybody likes me, and I don't like everybody. So, like, we can't all be super loving and caring to one another, but we can at least be compassionate and be understanding that everybody's different, okay? There's no need for any violence. There's no need for anything but love towards your neighbor. I mean, come on. They're there. They're people too. They have people who care for them. They have people who love them, okay? Even if you may not love them, they have people out there that do. So, for their sake at least, be kind. Be nice, okay? There's no need for any of this awful stuff that's been just happening. And we're almost to the bottom, guys. I hope you stuck around for this long. I just wanted to go on a little rant, and I know this is a rant, and it's all opinionated, and you can think what you think, but I just ask you, be kinder to one another. Love one another instead of hate, okay? Too much hate. So much hate. Just be nice, okay? It's not hard to be nice. It's actually more difficult to be ugly towards someone. It takes more muscles in your face to frown than it does to smile. I know everybody's heard that. I know it's all in the back of your head. But everybody is grimacing. Everybody is so angry. And what for? Huh? What do you have to be angry about? Okay? And if it's something that's reasonable, let me know down in the comments below. Okay? I'll be there for you. I'll think about you and I'll hear you out. I won't shut you away. I won't turn you away. I won't do any of that, because, hey, we should just hear each other out. I feel like we shut each other out too fast. We can't just close ourselves off from everybody. Okay? It's not healthy. It just doesn't help anybody. I'm telling you. It's no good. And with that said, we're almost to the bottom. Look at this. Is this our final layer? It looks like it's all obsidian. Our little fellas are growing, populating. They're working hard. I'm cracking all these rocks for them so that they can actually work on them good. But I think that's the end of my rant. I hope you maybe thought a little bit deeper. Maybe you reflected a little bit. And if not, and if you're going to stay hateful and all that, then I wish the best for you. Okay? I wish that you can open your heart to not only others, but to Jesus too. because he can teach you to be good. He can show you the way. He is the way. So, everybody just be more kind, be more loving, and I think we're almost done. Is this a portal? What is this? It looks like a portal. It is. Well, what does that mean? It means thank you for playing and thank you for listening. I hope you learned something. I hope you got something from that. Or, at least I hope you learned a little bit more about me. I want this community to be tight, okay? I want us to grow a community of love, not hate. Get this hate out of here, okay? Hate, okay? If you're gonna hate anything, hate itself, okay? Be more loving and just be out there for one another, alright? Help out your neighbor, because it's the neighborly thing to do, okay? Oakley dokley. Sounding like Ned Flanders over here. Y'all have a gnarly day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening if you made it this far. And hey, I'll see you in the next one. See ya. I love you, man.